let's talk about World Civil Defense Day, an annual event on March 1st that celebrates the people who keep us safe from disasters. Every year, this day shines a spotlight on the unsung heroes who work tirelessly to protect our communities from both natural and man-made emergencies. Whether it's a flood, fire, earthquake, or any other crisis, civil defense teams are always ready to respond. It's a global salute to civil defense organizations and a reminder for all of us to be prepared. Across continents and cultures, people come together on this day to recognize the importance of readiness and teamwork in the face of danger. The idea started with the International Civil Defense Organization, or ICDO, founded by French Surgeon General Georges St. Paul in 1931. St. Paul was a visionary who understood that protecting civilians was just as important as military strategy. He saw the need to protect civilians during wars and wanted safe zones for ordinary people. His efforts laid the foundation for a worldwide movement focused on safety, compassion, and resilience. March 1st marks the anniversary of the ICDO's constitution coming into effect in 1972, when it became an official intergovernmental group recognized by the United Nations. This recognition gave civil defense a global platform and encouraged countries to work together for a safer world. This day is about raising awareness, reminding us to think about what we do in an emergency. It's a chance to ask ourselves, are we ready? Do we know our local emergency plans? Have we practiced what to do if disaster strikes? It's a chance to honor the heroes who run toward danger and to make sure our communities are ready for anything. These brave individuals put their lives on the line, often without recognition, to ensure our safety and well-being. World Civil Defense Day is more than just a date. It's a call to learn, appreciate, and prepare. It encourages us to educate ourselves, share knowledge with others, and build a culture of safety that lasts all year long. It's about making safety everyone's responsibility. When we work together, we create stronger, more resilient neighborhoods, where everyone looks out for each other. The ICDO's mission is simple: protect people, everywhere. No matter where you live or who you are, safety is a universal right. This day is a global commitment to that mission. It's a promise that countries and communities will keep working together to face new challenges and protect future generations. It's a time to reflect on how far we've come in civil defense and how much more we can do. Each year, new threats emerge, but so do new solutions and stronger bonds between people. So next time March 1st comes around, remember the people working behind the scenes to keep us safe. Their dedication often goes unnoticed, but their impact is felt every day. Take a moment to learn something new about emergency preparedness. Even small steps, like knowing where your emergency kit is or how to contact loved ones, can make a big difference. Say thank you to the heroes in your community. A simple gesture of gratitude can mean the world to those who serve. And remember, everyone deserves to be safe. By working together, learning, and supporting one another, we can build a safer, more caring world for all. Civil defense didn't appear overnight. It grew out of necessity during World War I, when, for the first time, civilians in cities found themselves directly in harm's way. Air raids and bombings shattered the old idea that only soldiers faced danger, and suddenly, ordinary people had to think about how to protect themselves and their families. People responded by building makeshift shelters in basements and backyards, practicing blackouts to hide their homes from enemy planes, and organizing air raid wardens to help keep neighborhoods safe. These early efforts, often led by volunteers, laid the groundwork for what would become modern civil defense systems. After the war, it was clear that this kind of protection was here to stay. Communities realized that being prepared could save lives, and local governments began to formalize these efforts, turning ad hoc groups into official organizations. The Cold War brought new fears, nuclear threats, and the possibility of mass destruction. So governments built fallout shelters, distributed emergency pamphlets, and ran regular drills in schools and workplaces. Civil defense became a part of everyday life, with families learning how to respond to sirens and warnings. Over time, civil defense grew more organized and scientific. It expanded beyond just war, preparing people for natural disasters like floods and earthquakes, as well as industrial accidents. Experts, scientists, and emergency workers began to collaborate, creating detailed plans and training programs for every kind of emergency. The ICDO, which started as a small association in Paris, grew as more countries realized that disasters don't respect borders. International cooperation became essential, and the idea of sharing resources and expertise took hold. Sharing knowledge, strategies, and new technologies became a cornerstone of civil defense. Countries began to meet, exchange ideas, and learn from each other's experiences, making everyone safer in the process. In 1972, the United Nations recognized the ICDO as an intergovernmental organization, giving it a global platform and influence. This recognition meant that civil defense could now coordinate efforts on a worldwide scale. Civil defense now meant preparing for anything: earthquakes, floods, fires, or man-made crises. Teams of trained professionals and volunteers stood ready to respond, no matter the threat. It evolved from a wartime necessity into a worldwide mission for safety, resilience, and community preparedness. The story of civil defense is one of constant adaptation and learning. Today, civil defense is about cooperation, innovation, and protecting everyone, everywhere. It brings together people from all backgrounds using the latest technology and best practices to keep communities safe. The journey from simple air raid shelters to global disaster response teams shows just how much we can achieve when we work together, share knowledge, and stay prepared for the unexpected. Civil defense is always adapting, always learning, and always ready to face new challenges, no matter how unpredictable. And that's what keeps us safe: preparedness, unity, and the determination to protect each other, no matter what comes our way. By 1990, the ICDO wanted everyone to know about civil defense, so they launched World Civil Defense Day on March 1st. The goal: raise public awareness and bridge the gap between experts and everyday people. Governments, agencies, and communities worldwide embrace the day with open houses, drills, and first aid training. The media helped make civil defense front-page news. World Civil Defense Day quickly became a respected international observance. It unites countries in the shared goal of safety and preparedness. Every year, it's a reminder to review emergency plans and refresh our knowledge. The day is a symbol of global solidarity and resilience. It's about making preparedness part of our lives, and it proves that together, we can build a safer world. Each year, World Civil Defense Day selects a unique theme to keep the conversation relevant, timely, and focused on what matters most. These themes aren't just slogans, they're guiding lights that shape the year's activities, campaigns, and community efforts. Each theme shines a spotlight on a different aspect of civil defense, whether it's the importance of first aid, the critical roles women play, or how we respond to global health emergencies like pandemics. These topics help us see civil defense from many angles. Take a first aider in every home, for example. This theme encouraged everyone, young and old, to learn basic first aid skills. It empowered families and communities to be ready to help in emergencies, turning ordinary people into everyday heroes. Another year, the role of women in civil defense broke down barriers and challenged stereotypes. It celebrated women's vital contributions, from leadership to frontline response, and inspired more women to get involved in making their communities safer. When the world faced a pandemic, the theme "Civil Defense and the Fight Against Pandemics" took center stage. It highlighted how agencies coordinate everything from logistics to public communication, showing the teamwork needed to protect public health. These annual topics do more than just guide activities. They spark important conversations, encourage learning, and drive real, lasting change in how we prepare for and respond to emergencies. They remind us that civil defense is not static. It's always evolving, adapting to new threats and challenges, and finding better ways to keep people safe. Each new theme brings fresh energy, renewed focus, and a sense of purpose to the mission of protecting lives and building safer communities. By highlighting different issues each year, these themes help communities learn, adapt, and grow stronger together, building a culture of preparedness. The right theme can inspire action, motivate people to get involved, and even save lives by turning awareness into practical steps. That's the true power of a good idea. It can spark change, unite people, and make a real difference. Every year, the chosen theme makes civil defense feel personal and practical, showing us how we can all play a part in keeping our loved ones safe. It's about turning knowledge into action, making sure that what we learn leads to real steps that protect our families and neighbors. And that's how, year after year, we build resilience, together, one good idea at a time. The future brings new risks, and civil defense must keep up. Climate change is causing more extreme weather, hurricanes, floods, wildfires, making disaster response more urgent. Urbanization means more people in cities, so a single disaster can impact millions and overwhelm emergency services. Technology is a double-edged sword. It helps us, but cyber attacks on critical infrastructure are a real threat. Civil defense now includes cyber defenders to protect our digital world. These challenges are interconnected. A cyber attack during a heat wave could be catastrophic. Future plans must be flexible and integrated, ready for overlapping crises. Civil defense is about understanding complex risks and preparing for the unexpected. It's not just about having a plan for one disaster, but for many at once. The world is changing fast, and so must our response. Collaboration and innovation are key. We need to think bigger, plan smarter, and work together. The task is huge, but it's essential. Civil defense is our front line against tomorrow's threats. The future depends on our readiness today, and we have to be ready. Civil defense is already adapting to new threats. Advanced training now includes tech skills, climate science, and complex disaster simulations. International cooperation is stronger than ever. Countries share resources, expertise, and rapid response teams. Technology is a game-changer. Drones survey disaster zones, AI predicts risks, and early warning systems save lives. Smart cities are being designed to withstand disasters, and emergency apps keep people informed. Data helps identify vulnerable communities and direct resources where they're needed most. It's not just about gadgets, it's about building resilience at every level. The ICDO leads global teamwork, making everyone safer. Innovation is at the heart of modern civil defense. Every new tool and partnership makes us stronger. The goals save lives and recover faster. Civil defense is always learning, always improving. That's how we stay ahead of danger. Civil defense isn't just for professionals, it's a team effort, and we're all on the team. Personal preparedness is key. Have a family plan, an emergency kit, and know what to do. In a crisis, your neighbors are often your first responders. Volunteering is another way to help. Join local teams, support organizations, or get trained in basic response skills. Volunteers are the backbone of community resilience. Supporting investment in emergency services is vital. Advocate for funding, training, and equipment. Preparedness is an investment in everyone's safety. When we work together, we're stronger. Every action counts, no matter how small. Building a resilient community starts with you. World Civil Defense Day is more important than ever as challenges grow. Each year, new themes tackle urgent issues, mental health, cultural heritage, or space technology for early warnings. The day inspires action, not just talk. Governments update plans, communities hold drills, and individuals get prepared. The goal is a culture of preparedness where safety is part of daily life. It teaches children and adults alike to value resilience. This day is a beacon of hope and a symbol of our shared humanity. It honors the courage and compassion of civil defense heroes. The future will bring challenges, but with cooperation and readiness we can face them. World Civil Defense Day keeps us focused on building a safer world, and that's a legacy worth celebrating. At its core, civil defense is about people helping people. World Civil Defense Day celebrates that promise. No one faces disaster alone. It's a global network, from international experts to local volunteers to you, building your emergency kit. Every action strengthens the chain of preparedness. This day replaces fear with empowerment and anxiety with action. Next March 1st, see it as a celebration of kindness and resilience. Take one small step to make your community safer. Building a safer world is everyone's job. We do it together, one act at a time. Be kind, be safe.